Hello everyone, my name is Jamin. Thanks so much for visiting my channel. In this video, I have an Acer Aspire Go 15. It's the AG15 series models. I'm going to show you how to get inside, access your CMOS battery. So first thing, power down your computer through the start menu, make sure it's off and unplugged from your charger. We're then going to flip your computer over to access your bottom case screws. Now there are 10 screws in this bottom case. After you remove those screws, you're going to take a small, flat, plastic pry tool and you're going to go across the seam of the bottom case and pry it up from your computer. It's generally best to start near the rear, near one of the two hinge assemblies. I found it easiest from this middle section right here to start prying it up. Don't put the pry tool too far in. You could damage some internal components. Just keep it on the edge. Go nice and slow but firm. And if you get stuck going in one direction, leave it, go to the other side, and continue in the other direction. Once you get your bottom case off, this is what you're looking at for the inside of your computer. Now, as a general computer repair side note, whenever I'm working on a computer in my shop, it's sitting on an anti-static mat. Either that or an anti-static bracelet are great ideas to avoid damaging anything in your computer when you're working on it. If you would like any help with tools or supplies for your project, as well as any of the replacement or upgrade components for this specific model, the AG1551P, there will be a link above, also below in the description, and it will be a list of all those tools and supplies and replacement parts. Now, before touching anything in a computer, it's always best to remove or at least unplug your battery. A computer is safest to work on when as little power as possible is running through it. Here's your battery right down here. It's held in by these two screws on either side, and it plugs into the motherboard right here near the green arrow. Now, as with any cables or wires in a computer, avoid pulling on them when at all possible. Just manipulate the plug. So as you see here, there's a grip on either side, so you can use a pry tool or your fingernails to wiggle that out of that port right there. If you pull on wires or cables in a computer, you could damage them, and sometimes you can pull them right out of the plug. So it's always best just to work on the plug itself. Your CMOS battery is located right here, wrapped in black electrical tape, and the wire goes underneath the solid-state drive and plugs into the motherboard right here. So depending on what you're doing, it may be easier to remove your solid-state drive to get at your CMOS battery. You can do that by undoing this single screw here and pulling the solid-state drive out from its port right here. If you're here to replace the CMOS battery, it's held on by double-sided tape, so you can just easily pop that right off, and it unplugs from the motherboard right here. I will have a CMOS battery replacement option below in that link I told you about, with all of the replacement and upgrade parts for this model computer. If you're here to reset BIOS, then you don't need to physically take the battery up. You can leave it stuck down there. You would just need to unplug it from the motherboard, maybe 15-20 seconds, and that should be sufficient to reset BIOS. As a reminder, again, don't pull on the wire, just use your fingernails or a pry tool to get that plug out of that port. As a quick note, this procedure in most cases will only reset your BIOS system settings. It will not reset your BIOS password. For more information on BIOS password issues, check below in the FAQs. And I guess as a last thing to mention about this kind of a procedure, this resetting of BIOS is a common troubleshooting step if your computer's not turning on. If that's why you're here, there will be a video link below in the description. That will be a full tutorial video showing you how to troubleshoot a laptop that doesn't turn on so you can find the cause and fix it. But that's the end of this video, how to get inside your Go 15 and get at your CMOS battery. Thanks again so much for watching. Please remember to like and share if this helped you out, if you think it can help someone else out. And feel free to subscribe if you enjoy DIY computer content like this, or if you just want to keep me on hand to answer any of your future computer questions. I do try to answer all questions throughout my channel at least a couple times a day. Also, feel free to check out the related links section below in the description. From time to time, I do try to add things in there that I think will help you with your general computer life, make it more productive, more enjoyable. So thanks again for watching, everyone. I look forward to seeing you on my next video.